And Junie, can you turn on the camera? Thanks, Latong, for coming early of you. Jing and Junie, can you turn on the camera, please? Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, the three of you are Han Ye, Jaden, and Jing. Please stay back after school. Okay, I can see both of you. All right, so let's go through. Today there are lots of homeworks. Thank you so much. Where is Xing Yi now? Give him 1 more minute to see you coming now. Let's wait for a while for 1 more minute. See whether it's in or not. Because sometimes it's overslept, tired. Oh yeah, he's in. Yeah, all in. Well done. 2, 4, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 2, 4. Okay. Who is not in? Le Tong, Li Chen, Hao Ran not in. Oh, Hao Ran is a bit late. Okay, thanks for coming in. Wow, we finally going to make it at the end of July. That is very fast, Zijing, right? Hi, Junie. Thanks for coming so early. The first one I know, but I was preparing some of the things. Thank you so much for your coming in. Xingyi, also cut your hair. Oh, everyone good. I'm prepared for exam ready. I'm very proud of all of you. And guess what? This is the only class so far who has handled the most homework. Must praise. Please tell your parents. Please tell your parents. All of you. Okay. Okay. Le Tong also 加油 Le Tong. Okay. 加油 I can't wait to see your homework also coming in. Okay. So without further ado, all right. There are two things. Yes, Zijing, you want to say something?
No.
Oh, I thought you want to raise up your hand. Okay. Right. Don't be shy. Please turn on your camera. I really need you to turn on your camera. Okay. So let's go to the lessons. As today will be the last lesson for the entire month of July, which talk about war and clothing. And I think most of you have done the homework. You know that war itself is not that bad as what you think, correct? Right, Zijing? You agree? If you're done the homework, Han Ye, you agree, Han Ye? War against hey, reply me lah. All of you, why like early morning? Next time, I think I don't want to have tuition on Saturday morning. Oh, like uncle, you know 我拜一到拜五每天6点多5点起来耶。现在拜六给我睡一下都不可以，然后有 tuition Sunday 有 tuition 哇，心里very tired right？ 哎呀是咯，就是怪我 parents 整天叫我补习，真闲的嘞。So this is war against laziness and war against lack of motivation, right, Zijing? In fact, last Sunday, a few days ago, my father-in-law was battling war against illnesses. He went into the emergency of Tan Tock Seng's last minute. His intestine was bleeding. His left stomach got tumor. So, of course, my wife was very devastating. So, praying to God that he's recovered. Thank God, these 2 days I went to see him. He's much better. His intestine bleeding stopped, but the tumor, we hope is not cancerous. So he's fighting for his life. So it's war against illnesses and disease. Agree not, Zijing, right? But honestly, after the 1 day later, when I was buying breakfast, Zijing, my cousin who has passed away in New Zealand, it was war against cancer. So she lost the battle. She passed away on the Monday. So very sad, of course. So the relapse occur. So sometimes you say this type of things is we can't predict, right? Junie, correct? Right. So we really have to take care of the health. It's not about wealth. Agree, Han Ye? Right. So 真的. So in order to love your parents more, okay, please don't make them sad and angry and disappointment, because all these will accumulate into illnesses. So they are fighting for their life. So don't. So my cousin, the thing is that, you know, I can't fly all the way, right? I can't fly all the way to New Zealand to attend the funeral, right? But the thing of technology, so early in the morning, New Zealanders are earlier than us by 4 hours. So there was these funerals in the Facebook live. So my wife and I attend watching the funeral, the mass as a Catholic funeral, say. So that is technology. So we are fighting against war, against time, against health improvement. So a bit sad using this kind of example, but you know, war sometimes may not be what you think is bad. Like war against poverty, war against hardship, war against discrimination, war against terrorists. Okay, I think the biggest enemy, Le Tong, do you agree, Le Tong? The biggest enemy, Jaden and Han Ye, Xingyu, Junin, Zijing, and Li Chen, the biggest enemy is yourself. You agree, no? Li Chen? You agree, Le Tong? You agree, Han Ye? Jaden, I can't see you unless you can thumbs up. The biggest war is not your other enemy, it's sorry, I keep so many messages. I mute my messages first, because I can. So it's the biggest enemy is yourself, okay? So how are we going to fight this enemy against yourself is to be always continue to be motivating. Always continue to do your best, all right? Always continue to find ways to improve yourself. So like I told you, coming to this lesson here, tuition, it's not about getting A1 or Xingyu and Junie, since both of you are new. They have been with me for a while already. It's not about getting A1. It's once you have a good attitude, behavior, and characters, you will be able to do it well in life. Okay. So so far, thanks to dear Zijing, I received this homework, and nobody is doing this one here. I'm a bit not disappointed, a bit sad. I'm not feeling mad, but I know it's very bad and make everyone not glad. But I'm not going to tell your dad. And yet rhymes. Rhymes. Because this one, Junie and Xingyu, don't mind today, we just measure both. Le Tong, of course, you have been with me for quite a while, so understand. So this one is super important, seriously, because it may not be coming out for your exam this year, but definitely it will come out soon in your comprehension exam. Right, so I hope you can give me some of the homework here. So this one I lost touch already. I think most of you is done already. Okay, so I will take away this. So next one will be the most important topic. It's called success and failure, right? 所谓失败是成功什么哈？星宇，星宇，你听过这句吗？星宇，失败是成功什么？Sorry, I can't hear you. Junie, what is the next phrase you're going to continue? 失败是成功什么？
字母。
字母啊。好吧，历程失败是成功什么？不知道。
成功字母。
字母。乐童呢？也是一样吗？乐童，失败是成功什么？乐童 ，Are you able to talk to me?
Yes.
失败是成功什么？听过吗
No.
No 行业呢？失败是成功之妈咪啦，哪里有字母？
字母。
错啦，你们是21世纪还字母，应该是妈咪才对吗？对吗，立成？成功字母是200年前、300年前那些书生讲的吗？祝你心里对不对 ？Right， 说现在是21世纪 21st century 吗？子敬，你说失败是成功之妈咪must change already, new generation, new way of saying 对吗？子敬 ，Don't look at me so like don't agree you finally object it OK 啦 ，OK， 字母就字母啦，好了，你赢了，你赢。Okay, so later, well done for this group of people. Well done. That I think last week you present. So next one will be your turn for this one here. Then later we got time. We go through the homework. So you definitely have to go through the homework. Okay. So we stopped here that day, right? So let's carry on. So may I have Hanye, are you ready to read? Jaden. No, Hanye, please. Hanye, let's go. At face value.
At face value, the Massachusetts researchers were way off pace. In May 1998, they published a paper that repeated the Megan and Moret accomplishment with cows. But in the context of intellectual property, it was insignificant. The researchers led by Stice and his colleagues James Robel took their donor fetal cells from an actively dividing culture, missed out the serum starvation step. They described these cells as non-quiescent and argued that they were in a phase called G1, in which cells grow and prepare to copy their DNA. More than a year before, in January 1997, they had applied for a patent. It covered cloning from proliferating differentiated non-human cells, that is, cells in any phase except G0.
Not bad, huh? You pronounce this word very good, proliferating. Okay, well done. Not many students can pronounce it correctly, which is at least you've done your best. One goal, one shot. Okay, what does this paragraph means is to tell you that no matter how cloning is good, but at a certain point of time, if you clone the wrong things, clone the wrong person, if the research is doing for the wrong purpose, it might backfire. Carry on, next paragraph, Hani.
As cloning has a range of possible commercial applications, the Roslin team has responded. The group argued that the Massachusetts researchers could not prove that individual cells from which they had cloned their cows were not in G0, even though the cells were in a dividing culture, a view that Wilmut still holds. To my knowledge, there is nothing yet published that clarifies the situation, he said when questioned by Nature on the issue after a lecture in London last month.
You're going to write this kind of essay, children, Juni, Xingli, Li Chen, Le Tong, Han Ye, Jaden, and Zijing. You're going to write this kind of essay when you go further study. I told you, right, Juni and Xingli, I'm not interested to let you pass at one, 对吗? Hey, Xingli, if it's too noisy, maybe you put in a earpiece. So today you need the presentation. Okay, so sorry. Because this month is oral and presentation exam. Okay, so I hope you understand. All right, so you realize that whatever you're reading is not your normal things like what you read in your secondary ones and in secondary school. So this is like more to adults writing a thesis or university paper, or even a journals to professor, or even to the big mass people and adult people here and there. Well, your aim is not just like passing Sec1, 对吗, Julie, right? Your aim is to go further study and improve yourself. So yesterday, one of my, the boss I was talking to, I was setting up some booth. So one of the boss say, oh, so Raymond, you are teacher. So may I ask you, so 他是老板，他是一个没有读到很多书的老板。他问了 is it necessary that nowadays children must pass and get a degree? Is it IQ more important or EQ more important? Good question, Li Chen. Right. I mean, honestly, do you find yourself having higher IQ or having higher EQ? Jaden is okay. If you cannot, you restart and come in again with sometimes your Zoom camera might be doing some updates. Okay, so or another way is your internal camera is going to bye-bye. So do you think it's necessary, Zijing, that to get a degree for yourself?
No.
Why?
Having better IQ.
IQ 就是 IQ 就是 study 吗？ or EQ?
What EQ 想想
EQ is that means how you 对事对人 how you respond to people's showing good manners lah, able to help. Sorry? Sorry?
Having better EQ is better.
EQ is better, right? Yeah, so same. You say, imagine your class, everyone got very high IQ, pass their exam with flying colors, but they do not have a heart, like a goal like you, Zijing. That means you win the rest. In fact, this will all of you will be kind of what you call wait, I'm talking about how wait. So all of you sure will get at least a Sec4 or even A-level. So Xingli and Junie, maybe you are pretty new in Singapore. In the 1950s, 60s, the people like us who are born in this era, when we have a set 4 educations, wow, it's very good with you. Then when you go further study for A-level, it's like, wow. And then you go for university, it's like, wow, 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 that kind of things. But now in your generation, to go university is like a piece of cake. Right, agree, Zijing? It's like everyone 都可以的. But the thing is that language makes the difference. Language makes you to be more outstanding. I mean, seriously, if I give you a math, or a math exam paper, you just memorize and do more practice can already, right? Agree, Judy? Agree? If I give you a math timetable 2 times 2, the 2 timetable, 3 timetable, or area of triangle or area of square, Judy, confirm can get 100, 对吗？100分，对不对？ Agree, So, but what happens if I ask you to do this essay question? What makes a person to be successful? Do you think failure is necessary? Xingyu and Julie, this is where a person will write an essay based on his language and power of language. Agree, Xingyu? Right. You realize that English language is very hard to get A1, to be honest, true. So you now you understand, because when you're writing your essay, you are putting in your EQ as well. Now you understand why the more you write, you improve your brain. It's not the more you do math, you will improve your brain. To be honest, I'm not saying you cannot study math. Math is more on logic, but language is more about emotion. You sell things with logic or you sell things with emotions. Okay, so I hope you understand. Like I say, coming to my class is you need to think even higher than that. Next, Julie, are you able to read the next paragraph? Any cell will do.
Any cell will do. It is difficult to determine precisely where in the cell cycle an individual cell is, but now that many groups have experimented with cloning from proliferating cell cultures, it is hard to find anyone who thinks that putting donor cells into G0 is the key. It's probably going to be shown that quiescence is not an essential factor, says David Sauter of the Max Planck Institute for Immunobiology in Freiburg, Germany. Emma Campbell, now at the University of Nottingham, acknowledged the consensus. I have always been very careful to say that G0 may be beneficial, he says. It doesn't mean that other stages might not work.
Just like you see, Junie, when you're reading this, it's like just like you. When you come to set 1, you might, okay, I want to relate it. You see, whatever I'm teaching, I want to relate it in real life. So, Junie, so when you come into set 1, there are 8 to 9 subjects for you, right? So you might take it, oh my goodness, my primary school, 4 subjects. You might think certain subject not workable for you, or you don't understand because the teacher, the way he taught or she taught is too difficult to understand, or your class is too noisy, or you really switch off, you're not interested in the subject. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong to say that you're not interested in the subjects. But let me tell you, all of you, whatever subject you are all studying now is definitely interrelated. Seriously. And when you go higher, you understand why. Trust me. So even though I hate math since day 1, even my 3 children, except my younger son, maybe. My families maybe are more humanities subjects, history, geography, English, and literatures. When I was young, I never loved maths. I got problem with maths, seriously. Maybe I'm into the language. So no matter how I was doing it, my teacher told me one thing when I was in secondary school. I said, Raymond, if you want to go further your A-level and university, you must pass math. I'm so sorry, Junie. This is Singapore. I find that it's a very stupid system, in my opinion. Seriously, Hanye, Li Zhen and Le Tong, if you don't agree, means fine. But this is a very stupid system. Does it mean that a person who are failing maths, they will be no good in life and other things? No, right, 心里哦，对不对? Right? 你不可以这样讲哦，因为你 just like same thing. If you are no good in language, you are good in math, means you are not good in life. But I'm so sorry, this is how the world works in Singapore work here. If you fail your English and math, you cannot get promoted. You know, right? It sounds damn stupid. Until today, I cannot accept it. Seriously. Does it mean that you are good in history and geography and literature and you are not good in English and maths, you're a useless person? I'm so sorry. That's how the system works here. Okay. So if you ask me how, it's like any cell will do. No, it's not true. Now you understand what I mean, Julie. It's not about any cell that you can clone and become somebody. Julie, you are you. No matter how they clone you, sorry, the duplicate Julie will never be the same like you. God create you has been unique and special. That's what it meant. Oh, so you understand, by reading this paragraph, you have to go deeper understanding of them. All right, so I'm just sharing with you all, okay? You can disagree with me, no, Uncle Raymond, what you say is nonsense. I think what MOE did is correct. I'm sorry, like I say, Judy, I never believe every school is a good school. Okay, Xingli, I never believed that. Okay, Le Tong and Han Ye. Don't fall down, Han Ye, you fall down ridiculous. Are you, oh, okay, good. You turn back, I think you break your spine, your backbone, you're going to sit on the wheelchair forever. Like last few days, I went to Tan Tock Seng. I see this poor auntie. I think she's going to be forever sitting on a wheelchair. You know why? 她的脚被砍断了，因为她有糖尿病。She will not walk like what a normal person. So please, sit straight. Now you understand why I want you to turn on your camera. It's not to scold you, to make sure that you are safe and sound, right? If I know some of you while watching my video, the other hand is playing your handphone, your Genshin, your game, or you WhatsApp your friend. I honestly don't give a damn to what you do. Seriously. Same thing in the school. When I'm teaching, my students are using a handphone, even I'm a discipline teacher. You know why? Because at the end of the day, your final year exam paper makes the difference. Okay? Now, sometimes maybe I thought it sounds very boring, very long-winded. That's life. That's part of my job. So I hope, because one day you guys might be a lecturer. Okay, your student might do the same like what you did to me or did to other teachers. As long as at the end of the day, agree on each other, it's your final result that you pass and go to next level. That's all. And I don't care whatever, you don't do homework, it's fine. Xingyu and Junie, let me tell you this right to your both of your face. If you make your parents to be sad and cry and disappointment and lie to your parents, you better get out of my class once and for all. I don't like to teach a student 没有孝顺父母亲. Fair enough? Fair enough? This is very fair, right? Xingyu, if you see I ill-treated my mother, I throw my mother to old folks home, I beat my mother, do you want to come for my tuition class? No way, right? 对不对? Xingyu, agree? Fair? 如果我不孝顺父母，你不要来上我课是天公地道的事。如果你不孝顺父母，我也是有权利把你赶出去。Fair? Because I want the student the same. Okay? Don't mind, well done, Julie. Xingyu, are you able to read the next paragraph? Is it too noisy? It's noisy, it's okay. I get another person. Don't worry. Are you typing? Can?
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay.
How, like, carry on. Meanwhile,
the disagreement has shaped up into a tussle between ACT and a rival company. Giron of Menlo Park in California, the USA patent granted to the University of Massachusetts in August.
it's Massachusetts. Now you see, this word mass and mass is different. Mass means weight, 对吗？ Xingyu, mass, 对不对？ mass in Christian is to attend church, attend the mass. Attend the mass, sorry. Attend the mass, that means attend church. But if you say mass, the mass of this object, that means the weight. So it's Massachusetts. Carry on.
In August 1999, it's exclusively licensed to ACT. Giron won extensive rights to the British patents and patents that were eventually awarded to Roslin in January this year. By acquiring this spin-off, Roslin Biomed in May 1999.
Both Junie and Xingyu, your reading is really good. It's just that yaozi and pronunciation sometimes not to my standard. But if you all got no oral reading with you, right? Most of the time is watching video, give 2 minutes presentation, right? And then answer. Very sad, but if it's reading, you guys can make it very well because you have a very nice tonality voice. Okay, it's just that your pronunciation.
I'm not ready for the oral.
I bet, I prefer the oral. I don't know why they changed the oral, no, serious into what? Okay, like watching the video and give 2 minutes presentation is fine. It's fine. It's fine. In fact, it's more tedious to people to search for video. But because you know why? They want to inline with social media. Okay? They want to inline to people like your generation to talk more than to read more. Because you go into social media and e-books and e-news, you guys have been reading this, everything a lot in social media. Get it? I've been doing this research since the 2007 or 2008 already, when I was doing my master. Okay, we are already looking into that. There was this research talking about 3 classes. One class purely on books, Xingyu and Junie. Then one class purely on outdoor activities. That means no books. That means one class A is everything on books. That means stay in the classroom. Second class is no in the classroom, everything outdoor. That means they go adventurer camp, they learn how to set fire, everything. Okay, the third class are very funny. No outdoor, no books, but everything computer. You know which class did the best? A, B, C.
Class B.
Is okay, B. If you think A, thumbs up. If you think B, make a smiley face. If you think C is the popcorn. Okay, you decide. Okay. Oh, B. Anyone learn Tong? What about you? A, B, C. Junie, which one? A, B, C. The one in the books, the second one in the outdoor, or the C with the computers. Jaden also B. B. Outdoor. How about you, Li Chen? Oh, C. Han Ye le? A, B, C. Le Tong le? A, B, C. Which one? A is the thumbs up. B is the smiley face. C is the popcorn. Good, Le Tong. Which one is the answer? Can you show your emoji now? Hurry up. Today got a lot of things, huh? Okay, B. How about Han Ye? Which one? A, B, C.
C, but I don't know how to put the emoji.
Your answer is correct. It's C. Yes, Xingyu was like, huh? You know why? Because C itself do not only teach you in words, but also show you in demo, correct now? Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Right. So B is practically no words. You use your own EQ to find your woods, your fire, really physically do it. A is 纸上谈兵, books. Okay, books. Okay, step 1, light the fire. How the hell do I know I light the fire without the wood? Correct. Go and find wood. Then you must know what kind of woods, what kind of stick, what kind of branches, 对吗？子敬。Whereas the C got the video to show you, got to tell you, oh, this side wood cannot start fire. This side wood can start fire. Get it? There's a demo, there's a words. Get it now? So when every time those parents, your parents say, ayo, my son keep playing computer game, didn't study. I tell you, continue to play computer games. Continue to watch video. Because it's proven that you guys are much better than us now. True now. Look at Mr. Beast. You know who is Mr. Beast or Xingyu? You know who is Mr. Beast or Julie? Mr. Beast, my cousin. You see, are you sure now, Uncle Raymond? 四海为兄弟吗, Xingyu? Why you racist? My cousin cannot be Amor. I'm just kidding. Hitler is not my cousin, okay? Okay. So you get it. You get it. So it's very important. Carry on. May I have Le Tong? Can you read the next paragraph, Le Tong? Thank you.
Meanwhile, the disagreement has shaped
No,
into
this one, my dear. This one here. Yeah.
ACT's chief executive officer, Michael West, known as Jaron. Well, he was one of the his founders. They got a piece of the pie and we got the rest of the pieces. He says, not surprisingly, Jaron sees it differently. David Herb, the company's vice president for the intellectual property, argues that it should be possible under the US patent law to extend the claims of the Rosalind patents to all forms of cloning using adult cells. Our intellectual property estate eventually will acknowledge the historic breakthrough represented by the cloning of Dolly. He asserts.
Thank you for reading this paragraph. It suddenly brightened up my thoughts about intellectual property. Please pay attention to this word. As you know, Uncle Raymond is writing my 4th book about creative writings. I can't wait for your essay. Some of you, your essay, like Jaden, you definitely will be coming into my essay book, in my guidebook. What I say? Oh, yes. The thing is that coming into my books is one thing. So I'm republishing this book. So if some people find that my books are good, they want to use it to teach in school, they have to ask my permission. That's like some of these notes here. Okay, I'm copying all these information from Google's. So definitely I did not ask a permission. I cannot just send the email. By the time I send the email ding dong here, they either say yes or no. So because we are using it for academic purposes, unless they say, no, Raymond, you are against the law, you're taking this, you better take out this information now once and all, if not, I will sue you. Then I have to take out. But if it's for academic purpose, that means not making any things out of it, just to teach you, okay. But if I'm using it and then use it as my own presentation, I earn tons of money, that is not right. So intellectual property is very important, children, because one day, Dr. Singh, Dr. Junyi, Dr. Ziting, Dr. Li Chen, Dr. Jaden, Dr. Han Ye, and Dr. Le Tong, you came out drugs, okay, that can cure cancer. Sing in Junyi, you'll be your parents will be very proud of you, right? If this drug can kill cancer, that means, wow, being a Chinese, I'm very proud, true enough. Because most of the time, all these inventions and research are by the Western country, 对吗? So if you guys can come up with drugs that can kill cancer, that means it's your intellectual property right, 对吗? 别人不可以 copy, 对不对? Because honestly, Singly, one day you will die, right? Let's be honest. 我祝你100岁死掉了哈 ，OK？ 当你死掉的时候，你的后人，祝你的 next generation, you make a legacy of yourself. True or not? Agree? True or not, Singly? You make a legacy of yourself. You become famous. 你世世代代人家都记得你。Uncle Raymond will die one day, but my 4 books in fact, I'm preparing my 5th book already. And hopefully this 5th book I can make into a game. I'm not kidding. I'm going to make into a game. You see, for education purpose. So one day I will die. Hopefully my 5 books will be like, you know who is this Charles Dickens? You know who is Charles Dickens? You know 那个丑小鸭 The Ugly Duckling? 那个卖火柴的女孩有没有听过这个 story 吗？立成、心宇、Judy 听过吗？汉业听过吗？卖火柴的女孩有那个妈咪 Are you my mommy? 然后呢，丑小鸭 become very beautiful swan, right? 对吗？有哦。Do you realize Hans Christian Andersen in Denmark died about more than 200 years? Today, his storybook is being read for around the world to a lot of young children, 对吗？ You realize that the story of Ugly Duckling is one of the best stories I ever read to my children. Seriously. And hopefully when I die, my books can pass to you all and you guys can share with your next few generations. That's all I want. Intellectual property. Intellectual property. Okay? Thank you, Le Tong. Well read. Your voice is definitely much, much better than last time. But please, can I beg you, you want me to kneel down to you, Le Tong, please? Hand in your homework if you can. Thank you so much. The last time you hand in a few homework was wonderful. Maybe you're busy with your WA, I know, your exam and other things. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, 浩然还 still 还没有进来哈。祝你行业读了，立成有登，立成 you better read properly
Maybe so. Yes.
不要像那个老爷这样 maybe so but many read properly, let's go.
Maybe so, but many observers believed ACT has played a clever game. Alan Coleman, research director at PPL Therapeutics.
No, it's
Therapeutics describes the board claims in its pattern as opportunistic. And says he was surprised he was granted, but it will be quite difficult to get rid of the ACT pattern, he adds.
Hold on. Okay. I think it's going to end soon, right? Let me see. Okay, next paragraph, my dear.
But it is not just the basic patterns on the cloning from differentiated cells that will determine who makes a commercial success of technology. To bring many applications to market, nuclear transfer will have to be combined with other technologies. To clone transgenic animals that produce valuable human proteins in their milk, for instance, it must be combined with techniques for creating these animals. For this application, Roslin has licensed the patents to PPL Therapeutics.
我不是在放屁啊 ，is therapeutics。
Which is developing its own transgenic technology. ACT, meanwhile, has linked up with Gen Z, a company based in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
The way you pronounce the word animals, well done, and animus, well done, is pronounced as applications. Animals, well done. Okay, let me see how many more we're gonna have here. Okay, good. Zijing, have you read already? No, right? Zijing, 你有没有读哦？不要假假来。不要假假bring your mouth closer to the mic, Jerome.
No. Sharon is interested in therapeutic cloning, which aim to grow human tissues to replace those that are damaged or diseased. The company has exclusive access to two other technologies that it seems as crucial. First, it holds license to patents human embryonic stem cells, which will be isolated from cloned embryos a few days later after their creation, and from which replacement cells or telomeres on the ends of chromosomes. These can shorten as cell age. So to ensure that clone tissue grafts are vibrant and healthy, Jaron says it will be necessary to rejuvenate the donor cell using
Telomeres.
telomeres.
Thank you. Next, Jaden, your turn, please. The last two paragraphs.
But true to form, ACT claims it can stake out its own position. The company's existing cloning patent is not relevant here, as it only covers nuclear transfer from a non-human donor cell. But controversially, ACT revealed in November 1998 that one of its scientists, Jose Sibeli,
It pronounced as Jose.
Jose Sibeli.
No. Jose. Not Jose, it's Jose. Jose Sibeli.
Oh, Jose.
Because in US, California, there's this place called San Jose. Okay, let me type. It's called San Jose. It is where my godmom stayed there in California. Why it pronounced San Jose is I think it's a Portuguese or Spanish pronunciations. No, it's not Jose. So Jose Sibeli. Carry on. Jaden?
Jose Sibeli had few cells taken from his body with bovine eggs, stripped of their chromosomes to create embryos which were allowed to grow for several days. Arguably, this would allow ACT to generate embryonic stem cells that would not be covered by Geron's patents, as they could not be regarded as completely human. Sibeli's experiments are the subject of patent application from ACT. And in April this year, ACT suggested that the act of cloning itself rejuvenated donor cells in cattle, rebuilding their telomeres to beyond the length seen in newborn cows. We believe we can make therapeutic cloning work without transgressing any of the Giron patents, says West.
Wait, Okay, thank you. Animal Farm, the ideas of using humans cow hybrid cells for therapeutic cloning is viewed with skepticism. By many experts, even if it works, the regulatory hurdles would be immense. What is more is Sibelid works has never been published in a peer-reviewed journal. A peer-reviewed journal is like those professors or those academics writers, academics educators, they have this journal to write and share their thoughts, their finding and research, all right? But biologists are intrigued by telomere paper. And the implication telomere paper means that paper they write and then they put in their university, and they will call it out. Just like me, when I'm doing my study also, I have to pull out some of the professor's work and read through and then analyze and then put into my own essay writing, and then let my professor to mark my paper. Same goes to you, all of you. When you go for A levels, you have to go and research some of the paper. Then you got this they call the e-library to download some of the notes. Then you can read through and then you improve yourself and then write it. Same when you go to university, all right? So, and the implications that the therapeutic cloning needs not depends on telomeres. It might be it's necessary, but I don't think we have enough information to say that. So we finally ended up the whole entire war and cloning for this month. So I hope if really there's an exam talking about this, you are able, all right, to do something about it. What do you mean by something about it? It means hopefully if there's an exam paper, you know how to write, what to write, where to find information to write. Okay, which paragraph to write to put in your war and cloning, the advantages and the disadvantages, the pros and cons, the benefits of cloning, the disadvantages of cloning. Later we'll hear from the class. So what is similes? So there are 18 similes here for you to take a look and use it, all right? So these are all the example, just a quick ones. For example, number 13, don't trust his word, he is as cunning as a fox. So if you see this sentence here in your comprehension, it's saying that this guy is very sly, this guy is not trustworthy because whatever he say, he might twist and turn his words. So a fox is very cunning. As you know, in Chinese, there's this 狐假虎威. 听过这个成语吗？听过这个成语吗？狐假虎威. The fox tell the tiger, you know, the whole forest is very scared of me. Then the tiger saying, how can it be? I'm the king of the forest. Ah, you don't believe me, right? Very simple. Okay, you stand behind me, I walk in front, you see all the animals run like hell. Stupid, a tiger got no EQ. I singing, agree now? Imagine you are the rabbit, or Junie, you are the deer or the cute animals in the forest, and you see that and say, oh my God, this lion is so stupid. How can he be the king of the forest? Okay. So while fighting the war, the soldier was as brave as lions. That means that they are 宁死不屈. That means he's really fight and all to the last breath. Like why lions? As you know, lion is the king of the forest. Think about it, 尊也心里的寒夜致敬 and 立成 and 乐东 and Jaden and Haoran. If you say the size matter the biggest, how come the elephant is not the king of the forest? How come the hippopotamus is not the king of the forest? Oh, right. How come the giraffe is not king of the forest? Why the lion? You realize that? That means 它有杀气, the killing instinct, the killer instinct. So sing it, and Jun, you must be a lion to have a killer instinct. No kill, no, I'm not asking to kill people. Okay, sing it. I'm asking you to kill your exam. No, serious, to kill exam means to pass your exam. If you don't kill the exam will kill you. You get what I'm saying, sing it, Jun? You make sense? You get the idea I'm saying now. If you don't kill off the exam and pass and go to next level, it's just like playing game, right? Level 1, level 2, level 3, correct. Okay, so as cool as I, as busy as a bee, please, I hope my set 2 and set 3 students already start handing in this homework. It's super important. You need to know this because in your English poem, sorry, what am I talking? Yeah, English poem, correct, or English literature, you'll be using all these quite often, and they might ask you, why did the author means it was as big as elephants, or it was as bright as a button? Don't ask me why is it must be a fox, must be a razor, must be a dog. This one, number 3. Hello, Uncle Raymond. How can the dog be sick? You agree not? Sing it, Junie, 对吗? Hanye, agree not? The sick can be other animal. Why must be a dog? There's a saying, a lot of saying, just like raining cats and dogs. There's always a 传说, a saying before, just like 为什么守株待兔? 为什么不要守猴态度？为什么不要守鸡待兔？对吗？为什么不要守河马待兔，还是守狮子待兔？ There's always a 成语 behind, there's a story, all right? So I hope you take note of this one. What is oxymoron? This is the most important. It's a speech that always the opposite, you see? Oxymoron is a figure of speech that combines contradictory words with opposing meanings, like old news, deafening silence, or organized chaos. Oxymoron may seem illogical at first, but in context they usually make sense, and it's very useful when you want to say to someone, to the situations, to events, to circumstances. So take for example, this is another 5 mess you have got us into. Well, mess is already very bad, but 5 mess, this not, that means this author saying that this person, let's say Tom say to Peter, Tom say, this is another 5 mess, Peter, you have got us into. That means this is not the first time Peter is giving them a lot of mess. But this time the 5 mess must be much better than the previous one, not so bad, or even worse than that. So you have to read the next sentence, what they say, or the previous sentence, okay? Now, next one, suddenly the room filled with deafening silence. Silence is already very quiet, but why suddenly not quiet? See, Junie, may I ask you, when your teacher, after leaving the class, is your class very noisy? Sing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 不是那个猪对，那个手兔 ，sorry 啦 ，why am I saying 手猪 ？Thanks Jaden， 手猪带兔对吗？手猪那个猪是那个树对吗？那个木字旁对，不是那个猪。So my pronunciations So Junie, when your teacher left the classroom, it's very noisy, right, Junie? Right? Usually, very common If your class very quiet, something wrong already Junie. So noisy, then suddenly your DM come into the class or your principal walk past, there is a deafening silence. Agree not? True not, sing it. You don't tell me your principal walk past and, yo man, principal, give me a high five, man. Yo, what's up, brother? Sing it. I think everyone will be looking at your friend. 你 okay 吗? Do you need to see a doctor? 对吗, Junie? You once the moment the principal walk past, the DM walk past, you will be a deafening silence. Get it, So hopefully you can use all this here. We'll talk more about next lesson, and it's very useful for your success and failures. But next month, there's a new topics and also new formats, and we are playing a tic-tac-toe game. Okay, tic-tac-toe game. See how you're going to put this, all right? So what is metaphor? Yes, okay. Metaphor is also one of the most important. Like the classroom was a zoo, right? Sing it, you know, right? When the teacher go out for the class, what is a zoo? Zoo means very noisy, right? Correct. So what does it mean? Something like that. So it's a night owl. What does night owl means? Night owl, you cannot sleep, that's why you can't wake up. Okay, moron is a chicken. So does this chicken, what does a chicken mean? Usually chicken means coward. 对吗, Hanye? Right, coward. So for example, if you say that time is money, means what? It's very 记得吗? 一寸观音, 一寸金, 寸金难买寸观音. Same. All right, so this metaphor, her heart of stone was the result of the previous unfortunate events in her life. So that means this sentence, if you are using literature, is telling you that, oh my goodness, she used to be a very good person, very nice, not cold-blooded, not the heart stone. Now, when you are saying your heart means stone, that means you lack of feeling already. You are non-living thing. You are so immune to whatever it is. So, hey, you know what? That day on this guy, very sad, no, had to eat on the street. Then you say, so? None of my business. Sing and Junie, just to share with you, my friend just came back from Cambodia. All right. And he was doing volunteer to build churches, to build school for children and orphanage home. So this 10 years old girl came crying to the priest. You know what happened? Singing Junie and Han Ye, Zijing, Jaden, Le Tong, and Li Chen, and Hao Ran. The father and the mother divorced. The father remarried and got a new wife. So it's the stepmother. So the stepmothers will do this to the 10 years old girl. When every time morning the father go out to work, the stepmother will throw the girl out of the house for 10 hours in Cambodia. You know, Cambodia is very dangerous. I can kidnap. So the 10 hours that poor 10 years old girl will roam around the villages, cannot go home. That means no food, nothing, no nothing. Then after evening time, when the daddy come back, the stepmother will allow her to come in. Junie, very sad, right, Junie? So she was crying. Junie, are you there? I can't see your movement. Can you come closer, please? Thank you. I can see your face, like singing man. Do you agree now, Junie? After when she grow older, do you think she has a heart of a stone to her stepmother? Yes? Junie, agree? Yeah. But what happened? She doesn't have a heart of stone, like a stone, but she has the heart of a gold. Wow. 得饶人处且饶人，听过这句话吗？有吗？ Right? You can forgive that person, but you will never forget what she had done to you or he done to you. Agree not, Junie? Right? Agree not, Li Chen? To forgive is easy, to forget what he has done to you is not easy, whether it's a good or bad thing. Now you get it? I foresee that girl when he grow up will definitely hate his stepmother a lot. But if he grow older and if really my friends, the church brought her in and educate her and change, transform her into a more Christian-like value, slowly, surely, definitely the heart of stone will become the heart of gold. Trust me. And my friend told me a 6-month-old was sleeping on these plank woods at that house, wooden hut. She was rolling and dropped into the ponding. Next day, the mother wake up, the 6-year-old baby was drowned. Are you going to have a heart of stone or gold? I leave it to you. All right. So let's move on. So we got so many to share with you about storm. So all these will definitely help you in your comprehension. What is personification? I like this one. Justice is blind. How come justice is blind? Blind is only for human. What do you mean blind? That means 没有公德. There's no law. Okay, recently they are talking about these sergeants who passed away in my Singapore Police Force. These sergeants died, saying that the Singapore Police Force are against him, discriminating him. So a lot of people see the TikTok saying that justice is blind. Ayo, how can you treat a sergeant or officer, police officer like that? You know, honestly, I really pity and feel sad about losing a fellow colleague in the police force. Whatever he done, some people say he deserved it, some people say he asked for it, some people his attitude like that. I totally disagree. But then again, you cannot keep blaming that Singapore Police Force is not doing things here and there. 一面之词 you always must hear both sides of the story. And you're saying that now the poor officer died already, can you leave him alone? I agree. But you must find the truth. Since you say justice is blind, we must find justice has to open his eye and reveal the truth and not death, and talk about it and share about why this sergeant died. If you go and watch the TikTok, you'll know what it means, or even the news in Mothership. Okay, I'm in the police force coming 3 years. I know there are a lot of good police officers. I know everywhere they got this black sheep. It's called 害群之马. So this is the things that you see. The world does not care to hear your sad story. I'm very sad to tell you it's true. Xingyu and Junie and Han Ye and Le Tong, Jaden, Zijing, and Li Chen. Only your parents will love to listen to all kinds of your story in your life now. But when you go out to work, nobody gives the F or damn to you. Unless they are very close and understand to you. Agree on Han Ye? So I think you can survive Han Ye, because I will never forget when you came for my exam and you're so worried and must go back quickly, go home and take care of your younger brothers. And this is called responsibility. You don't just give a damn and continue to play your game with Jaden and Hao Ran. Hey, no, you're alone. Sorry, you're with another group. So you see, it's very important. take note of these personifications. There are 18 examples, so please really spend time, because if you don't do it, I'm so sorry, you're going to miss out a lot of this in the next few years in your secondary school life, because this STOMP, S-T-O-M-P, is super important. S stands for similes, T stands for tone, O stands for oxymoron, and M stands for metaphor, and P stands for personifications. You don't find this in your school, right? Seriously, you don't find this in your school, to be honest. Right, so this is only in Uncle Raymond class, and I always like to use acronyms to do it. So this one, so far, who handling this homework? Hanya, you handling this, right? Li Chen, you handling? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So this is the last page, but I want to go through. May I just quickly, don't waste too much time. We only got half an hour. Then later the 3 students need to stay back. Please stay back. Like Jaden's, Hanye, and Zijing. Where am I? Okay. Just tell me the truth. Don't waste time. Jaden, is your team ready to prepare for presentation later? Jaden?
Yeah.
Can?
Yes.
How about oh no, only 2 team. Okay. So only left you. Okay. So let's go through the homework first, okay? Junie, did I go through this homework already? Junie, are you there? I went through, right? Did I go through this? Hello, I can't hear you. Junie, this is your homework, right? Junie, are you there? Can answer Uncle Raymond, please? Can you unmute and answer yes or no? Hello, Junie. Can you see the screen up? Xingyu. Is it Junie wall and cloning? Can you see? Yes. Sorry, Junie, are you there? Can you answer me? Unmute. Or is it lagging? Sorry. If you don't reply me, I will go to the next one. I got no time to wait. I'm so sorry. Singy, I go through yours?
I think so.
This one go through already, Don't think so. I got so many students. This one went through, confirm?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go one by one because it got 3 pages. This one?
No.
Okay, let's go. Before you go on, Junie, are you able to hear me? Unmute, say yes. Jaden, can you type to Junie, say, can you hear Uncle Raymond's while Xingyu, can you carry on reading this? Thank you. Jaden, help me, please. Thank you.
War causes sufferings to people. People will go homeless, affect incomes of family, and will lose lots of money. War only happens when people are not ready to settle disputes in peaceful manner. Peace means freedom from disturbance, no war or fights among nations. There will be no war when people found it unnecessary. Science can cause war or help a nation, depending on how one uses it. War would spoil human stir for peace.
Okay, very good. Next one. Jaden, are you able to send to Junie? Or Zijing help me to send?
Between war
I
and
sent already. Never
Oh, you sent already, Thanks.
Between war and cloning, I think war affects humans the most. During war, infrastructures are being destroyed and lots of lives will be lost. However, cloning may help the population and the amount of food supplies that can help humans solve the food shortage issues. When buildings are being destroyed, it will cost a lot of money to build those buildings. In fact, people will be homeless. A house needs time to build. Hence, war will affect humans a lot.
Well, if you're doing this like summary, you will master the summary skills sooner or later. Okay, well done, no? Well done, very good. Junie, can you lock off your this Zoom and re-log in again? Can you tell Junie to lock off and log in again? Thanks, Jaden. He said he can't see me and can't unmute. So I think it's got to do like your case, Jaden. The Zoom always got this stupid issue. Come. Xing
Cloning raises concerns about individuality, personal identity, and the potential of exploitation or misuse of cloning technology. Cloning involves complex biological processes, and the safety and health complications for cloned individuals are not yet fully understood. There may be a risk of genetic abnormalities or health complications in cloned individuals due to error in cloning process or epigenetic factors. Cloned individuals may face unique challenges related to identity formation, self-perception, and
societal acceptance.
societal acceptance. There will also have confusion as there will be multiple living things almost exactly the same as others. Apart from confusion, there will also have misunderstandings. People will have difficulties differentiating the clone and the real living thing.
Thank you so much. While you are reading this, Xingchen, I got another guy called Xingchen. Now he's in JC already. But while you're reading this, it remind me of one of my RGS student, talking about sustainability and eco-friendly and climate change. That was last month topic of singing. And happened that their school are doing a 3 minutes, yours are 2 minutes, theirs are 3 minutes presentation. Okay, if I have the chance next round, I will just share with you. So you realize that what you are doing now, it may not, what happened, singing? What happened if really end of the year got this essay talking about this war, you really got a lot of ideas already. True not, singing, right? Okay, thank you. Any more? Okay, so yeah, epigenetic is the study of how your behaviors and environments can cause changes that affect the way your genes work. Unlike genetic changes, epigenetics changes are reversible and do not change your DNA sequence, but they can change how your body reaches a DNA sequence. So you see, I think if you don't do this research, you don't do this paper, you don't do this summary, you never learn these words. Because eventually when you go set 3, you might be doing this. Okay, this is page 1. Is this the last page? Okay, let's go.
Cloning in biology refers to the process of creating an identical copy of a biological entity, such as a cell, organism, or DNA fragment. Biology helps with the development of weapons. It can cause illness, death, or disruption among enemy's forces.
I think we all know during the World War II, the Japanese used a T-36or T-31部队. Now, the biological warfare on our fellow Chinese people in China during World War II. And of course, the biological warfare like the atomic bomb in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And of course, in World War I, they used biological warfare during the battle in the trench battle against the enemies with the Germans and the France. Next one, chemistry, please.
A lot of chemical processes and techniques are involved in cloning experiments. Chemistry can also help create genetically modified organisms and advance the understanding of genetics and molecular biology. Chemistry in war help with the development of explosives and nuclear weapons. With the help of chemistry, gunpowders are invented and developed. Physics plays a critical role in several aspects of cloning, especially in the techniques used to manipulate cells, DNA, and embryos. The advancement of microscopy provides high-resolution imaging for studying cellular processes and embryo development. Weapons and communication systems and military strategies are developed with the help of physics. Nuclear physics helps with the development of nuclear weapons.
Okay, while you are doing this, now you know why the physics is also important in war exploitation, right? See, you will not learn this in your school, honestly. True enough. We will just tell you, that's right, essay about pros and cons about cloning war. But now you go one step, in fact, more than a few steps ahead by putting 3 major topics into one essay. In fact, please.
Cloning can help contribute to medical advancements, save endangered species, help with reproductive and developmental challenges, and understand more about cellular and genetic processes. War will cause lots of lives being lost, destroy buildings, harm the environment, and impact children's education. Both cloning and war have their pros and cons. Biology, chemistry, and physics will all impact cloning and war. The further they develop, the more the impact on cloning and war. They highlight how science has advanced and how it will affect human species.
Remember, don't put they, Xingyu. You are writing this paper like to all the professors, to all the big shot people who are reading this, and maybe they want to invest millions of dollars in your this research, in your this project, into your this business, okay, into your company. You must be very, very professional. I hope your teacher also explained this in your school, okay? Because why I'm doing that, Xingyu, is because I've been working in the corporate world for more than 20 years. In fact, I'm also working now. Okay, I always work with the mall. You talk about the Paragon, not Paragon, the Wheelock Place, the Scott Squares, now with Jurong Point, now UT Mall, Chinatown Mall coming out, and all Anchor Point Mall, Plaza Singapura. I think some of you got the voucher. Please go and claim your key from Uncle Raymond's, beside the ice cream as well, from this common folks grassroots. So remember, when you're writing all these things, you must be very professional in your writing. Don't put they. No, so be more specific. Yes, Junie, I can see you now better. Yes, like that. Preserve it. No, don't move. Stay. Hey, I say stay like that Very good. Thank you. Okay. All right, thank you, Xingyu. Don't move already, Junie. I go to your house, I tie you out, and put your face like that. Okay, Xingyu, thank you very much for your wonderful this one. You know, you are the first one in your school and done this. This is not a Sec1 paper. This is more to a higher level. Trust me. You don't see all 3 subjects into one, and then some more plus 2 major topics. True now. You should be very, very proud of yourself doing this homework. Okay, now you know why I don't force you all to do. But it took a while to do this homework, I say, agree? To do a research, right? You feel great about it. Seriously, how long it take?
More than half an hour.
More than half an hour is, do you really do that like that? No, right? You will spend more than 1 hour playing games, but this is your effort, let's be honest. Right? Don't need to feel guilty, my dear. You will be SSD. Slowly, surely you will spend 1 hour and 2 hours. You know what? Because when you do university paper, you will spend more than that. So you're building out your foundation. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Okay, next. Can I ask Junie, are you able to read now? Can you see the screen? Junie, now can you read? Have I gone through this with you? No, let's go. Xingyu now, for next homework, please do not use pencil anymore. Okay, I will not accept pencil because pencil means got no confidence. Okay, use pen. I think your essay has done a good confidence. Let's go, Junie.
I personally think cloning is not good. Firstly, cloning is expensive and highly ineffective. More than 90%
So
of
when you are writing words, please do not write numbers. Write in NINETY 90% PERCENT. Thank you.
More than 90% of cloning attempts fail to produce viable offerings. More than 100 nuclear transfer procedures could be required to produce one living clone. Secondly, studies have...
One living clone.
Yes.
Hey, bro, now you understand, when you look at your handwriting, do you think it's nice? To be honest with you. No, so can you imagine your pro examiner in Cambridge, in London, is going to mark your paper in Sec4. Oh, what kind of handwriting is this? I'm not able to see it. Get it? Carry on. Hi, 韩叶弟弟，你好，早上好，身体健康，万事如意。Okay, 屁股扭扭，屁股扭扭。Okay, let's go.
Secondly, studies have also shown that clones have higher rates of infection, tumor growth, and other disorders. Thirdly, cloning has been tested on mice, which the cloned mice live in poor health and die early. In contrast, if the vital organs of the human body can be cloned, it will be provided as a backup system for human beings. Cloning organs could be a lifesaver. Cloning also can provide as the best means to replicate animals that can be used for research purposes.
Despite this good reason of cloning, cloning is not yet foolproof method. It took more than 200 times for only the sheep to reproduce. In other cases, animal clone grew abnormally and died quickly. Therefore, I think cloning is not good.
You took how long to do this research? When you say Dory the fish spent more than 200 times, definitely you go and do research, right? Yes?
Okay.
Sorry?
10 minutes.
10 minutes to do this paper. Wow, if you spend another 10 minutes, your paper will be much, much better. By the way, you like to play a lot of games, right? To be honest, right? Then you like to swap your handphone, right? Are you playing Genshin or ML or LOL or what? Or Roblox, Minecraft? Roblox and Minecraft, right? No wonder lah, the Minecraft no wonder your handwriting is so get it now? Because you are very impatient. When you are playing Minecraft and Roblox, you want to quickly get it done. Hey, bro, my younger son played this, my nephew played this. Uncle Raymond download, I play halfway, I give up. I know my student games. Good luck to you, Juni. Continue to play your games. I'm not sarcastic. Continue, please. Please continue. You need a channel to distress. But unfortunately, I'm sharing with you and seeing it. Those people I can see. Your handwriting like that is got to do with your, not addiction, with your habits of moving your finger on your handphone. So when you come to writing, you cannot write properly. You cannot season. 你有学过书法的人，你就知道，你拿那个笔要端正 ，very straight. Jaden, let's share with me. Do you play games often? Be honest, Jaden, please.
Yeah.
You play very often.
Not.
To be honest, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, if you play lesser game and your handwritings when you write a lot, that shows something. Same as Zijing also. All right, a person who don't play computer games, usually I may be wrong, children, leaders, their handwritings are much better. Trust me. Seriously, I'm not saying you're no good. Listen, the way you look at me, 是咩？不要乱讲嘞，我 handwriting 很好看的嘞。Oh yeah， 很好看，非常好看。立成，我明白你讲什么。But at least you're doing your best. Wow, yeah, nice. 6 pack. So like me like that, you see. Thank you, Junie and 星辰 星宇 为什么一直叫星辰呢？哎呀 my ex-students, Junie, yes, that smile, Junie, well done. I like that smile, seriously. The more you smile, the better you are. Seriously, trust me. Okay, you have a long way to go. If you want to be in my class, you must think like a freak. And these are the homework that I like to see, something like that. And thanks for being honest that you copy from ChatGPT or Google Chat or Google whatever it is. At least you are motivated to find the answer. Because at the end of the day, in the exam, you cannot use ChatGPT. But whatever you have done this homework now, in case the exam come out, you can use your knowledge to implant and use it during exam. All right. Thank you so much to both of you. Continue to be honest. The only thing is that you have everything very good. No, seriously. You look handsome, smart. You look like a nerd to me, which is a good thing. If I say you don't look like a nerd, you look like a gangster, to me something wrong. True, no? Right? Let's be honest. You look like a nerd, you look smart, you look handsome, you look intelligent. The only things now that is a flaw, which I don't use the word flaw, that is no good. I don't use negative here, is your handwriting. Trust me. If you improve your handwritings and you write more, like this guy here. Han-Ye, let's go. Han-Ye, will you go through this one with you now? So, Jaden, in case if I do not have time to do your presentation, I'm so sorry because today got a lot of this homework. So maybe I have to do it next week. Let's go.
Okay.
Thank you, Jaden. I'm so sorry. Han-Ye, let's go.
Pollution is the main cause of all problems Earth has encountered. Pollution releases carbon dioxide and methane, thus causing climate change, rising Earth's temperature. This causes a chain reaction of glaciers melting.
Now, I told you right. Don't put this. Don't put they. Imagine this is writing your A level or your degree paper. You're going to get scolded by the prof. No? 记住 So when it comes to this, I'm very, very particular. I don't want you to lose mark. That's all. Fair enough? So if you can talk, you can write like that, you also talk this course, then imagine the interviewer or during your exam, sorry, this refer to what? May I ask? Carry on.
Causes a chain reaction of glaciers melting, sea level rising, and inevitably destruction of human and animal habitats. If animal habitats are lost, food will be hard to come by, thus leading to overpopulation and malnourishment in the rural parts of Earth. Pollution is everywhere, but we can reduce the amount of damage that will affect our world. Let's make lives better for our future generations.
Very true. Well done. Very true. Nice, good handwriting. Continue to improve your handwriting. Continue to improve your writing your essay. Uncle Raymond's are giving out a lot of awards starting in August. More information will be coming out. One of them is the best handwriting, the best homework, the most homework submitted. Okay, the most improvement. Now, the improvement not necessarily must get A1. It can be a student from a F9, E8, D7 to improve by 1 grade or even by 1 mark. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait. Don't do this. Next time, do properly and this. Okay, carry on.
They should be above us in the league, but after losing 3 matches straight, they are below us. It is accurate and inaccurate at the same time.
What thing? I put there very big. Okay, is it the finding? Is it the research? Is it the homework? Is it the meeting or something like that? Okay, carry on.
The teacher is able to teach us, but unable to help us during the exam.
Hello, how about this one?
看不到.
看不到，对哦。I should be present, but today no. He should be present, but today he was absent as his parents were hospitalized after the car accident. 明白吗? So the reason, Xinyu and Julie, okay, the reason of putting all this here is to help you. If you can write a good sentence constructions, you're actually banking in a lot of sentences into your brain, so that in the exam you can start to withdraw your information from your brain, like withdraw ATM money to use it for investment in your exam. Carry on, please. The teacher?
The teacher is able to teach us, but unable to help us during the exam.
That's very true. Very good.
He was angry at first, but now he's happy due to the present he received for his birthday.
Wow, you're damn bloody smart. Well done.
After being consulted.
Wait. 你在讲对联的。床前明月光。接下来李白脱光光。Oh, sorry， 李白没有脱光光。李白也是我 cousin 。糟糕，等一下李白要打我了。Okay, carry on. 这不是我教，也是我一个朋友教我的。Okay, carry on. After
being consulted, he went from anxious to relaxed.
Has he know that his exam is finally over. Let me repeat. I respect my Li Bai. Okay. So I just want to. I strong to make a joke like that. Okay, sorry. Carry on.
He thought it was allowed, but in reality, it is forbidden.
To smoke what? You like e-cigarette.
You
know what is e-cigarette now, Celine and Judy? You know what is e-cigarette? Please, if you happen to have friends bring e-cigarette to school or vibes, or everything, anything that you got to do, good luck to you. You get caught. Even though you are not involved smoking, if you get caught with friends beside you like that, good luck to you. Okay, I'm very strict. I'm telling you as a police officer here, don't ever involve in all this e-cigarette. You can do e-banking, never mind. Okay, you can do e-check, but no e-cigarette. It's a very big offense. And you know, I heard from my friends, those people who do e-vibes or e-cigarette, their lungs are covered with oil. E-cigarette is not like tobacco. Tobacco is, cigarette like covered with tobacco. E-cigarette is oil, and then the oil will cover your lung. And true enough, a few of them die of this because of lung cancer. Carry on. Thanks to Han Ye. You realize now? Because of your sentences, you can link to real life. I told you, I like to teach real life things. I don't like to just teach in schoolwork. So that at least you know whatever you have written, Han Ye, you can apply in real life. Remember, imply, apply, supply, and reply. Go.
She was alone at home all the time before she bought a dog to keep her company.
Because she was a single. Single 就是单身汉啊，不是唱歌哦。Okay, so no choice, but Uncle Raymond has to go there and accompany her without telling his wife. Sorry. Okay. Zhi Jing is like, oh my God, seriously. Le Tong will be, oh my God, Uncle Raymond is such an ugly guy who wants to accompany you. Just kidding. Let's go. You see, your sentences can make people laugh, Han Ye. Let's go.
We
thought he was.
We thought he was busy, but he was idle at his house, I think.
Oh, 那个是 house 啊。
I think so.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I also don't know why you write like this one, sorry. At his maybe house. Okay, next one. Oh, I know already. We thought he was busy, but he was idle at his toilet.
No.
Because he was busy shitting. Okay, carry on.
Okay. After buying the car, he sold it.
是把没事做。买车卖车 maybe you got a good price, maybe, yes. It's very true, And yeah, this is very true, especially when you're buying car, second-hand car or real car. Seriously. Can you imagine, Hanye, maybe you bought a car, say, a normal car, a Japanese car, Toyota. Then suddenly you got a windfall. A windfall 就是你中了一个大奖。Okay, you earn $1 million. Then 现在你要买 Mercedes 了，你卖掉卖一个更好的车，对吗？ Nothing wrong 吗？对不对？好像你买一间屋子给你的 daddy 妈咪，可能是3房式 3 room。Then suddenly Han Ye and 星宇、祝你、子敬、Jaden、乐彤 and 立成 and 浩然 ，you earn suddenly got a windfall. Windfall 就你中了一个大奖，几百万。Of course you are out.
Or like suddenly the market price will go.
Shoot out, and then suddenly you got so much money. Of course 你要买更好的 houses to your parents to upgrade 嘛。Well done, You see all these sentences can link one. 是看你要不要 but it's a bit disheartening, Han Ye, when you write like that. Because I know you're rushing for this homework. Correct?
Yeah.
Can tell one. Can tell this handwriting, this homework, but at least you are putting them. So now you know. I do not want this kind of thing halfway done. I want you to continue for a few more sentences. So the more of doing this, you're actually improving your constructions of sentences. Let's go.
You must be careful to avoid careless mistakes.
Where are we? Oh,
Yeah.
This one.
No. Up.
Oh, okay. You must be careful to avoid careless mistake, especially doing this in your exam. Carry on.
He covered the box after opening it.
Realize that there was this head inside.
Realized that it was dangerous to take it out.
No, realize that inside there was this ugly picture, Uncle Raymond. He started to close the box and throw it away. Shit, man. Who gave me this ugly photo to me? Spoil my day. 这个丑八怪的你放在里面。我看是放在坟墓那边就好了。Carry on.
After capturing a suspect innocently, the police released him.
Knowing that the real culprit is on the run. Correct?
Yeah.
Next one.
You must be cautious and not reckless for doing your exam.
Very good.
He is certain and doubtful at the same time due to the math question that he has for PSLE.
No. Let me say, Han Ye is certain and doubtful at the same time due to the fact that he got 5 girlfriends and don't know which one to marry to.
Oy.
So he finally decided to marry all the 5 of them. The end and the happy ending. 对吗，心宇 and Junie? Wow. Some guy have all the luck. Li Chen say, hey, I better know I got 8 wives. Better than Han Ye. Your 8 wife is your history, geography, English, maths, science, Chinese, D&T. Yeah, Li Chen, that is your 8 wife. 你以为你是魏小宝8个老婆 Carry on. Let's go, my dear.
He is certain. Wait, it is hard to control the effects of his disorder of binge eating.
Yeah, eating 有些人是这样，他吃了又吐，吐了又吃，吃了又吐。Oh my goodness. It is hard. Okay, next one.
He lost his keychain moments after finding it. He started last but finished first in the race. She forgot what she just remembered in her
Textbook.
textbook. She is generous and selfish at the same time to certain people.
Very true, huh? Very true. This is a very, very, very true in real life situation. If you are writing this sentence, that means you have seen people like that in your life. Confirm. 对吗? Especially your friend. Then 你好像被那种出卖的感觉啊。鸡蛋糕，我给你西瓜 banana 榴莲啊。Hi, carry on. Zi Jing said, oh, that's a nice fruit I like to eat. Like, okay, carry on.
He gave him a gift after taking his beloved pen. P-E.
Pen 啊，我以为是那个 beloved, don't know what is that. Okay, come.
After finding that he was guilty, the police released the innocent people. There are many kinds of people in our society, whether good or bad.
记得那个 weather 跟这个 weather 啊 ，WEA 是那个天气，这个是 whether are you coming to my party? Okay, this
line could be made hard or soft.
very true. Okay, this one finish already. We'll call it a day. But I know you still got a lot of homework. Just to prove that Han Ye last night sent to me about 9 to 10 o'clock. Correct or not, Han Ye?
Yeah.
So you see, 9 o'clock, right? Xingyi and Han Ye, Evan, Junyi and Xingyi, and the rest of you. I don't care what time you hand in. The best, you see, this is, you see? I think this one, this one, right?
Oh yeah, that's the summary.
You see?
And I got the cloning one.
This one definitely is not a last minute job, right?
Yeah.
You do it 1 day or 2 days before, right?
No, I just did it over there.
No, you just did it yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, surprisingly, that means before you're doing this homework yesterday, you already have done some research, right? And do it. Agree?
I read a sample. You know the one they put in the lesson notes. I got to read a sample and then took some inspiration.
And aspiration and motivation. It's called AIM.
Yes.
It's called aspiration, inspiration, and motivation. That's why you aim and it aim with an A. Make sense, huh? You don't see this in school like that. It's only from JLC. Thank you so much for all your homework. Let's read the last one, then we call it a day because I need the three of you to stay back. Let's go.
Why is this tree created?
I'm sorry, Xingyi and Junyi, if you do not know what you mean by this tree created, we are talking about visual graphic text, Junyi and Xingyi. So there's this visual graphic text. Instead of doing the visual graphic text, Han Ye is going to create questions for those primary students who are doing visual graphic text. You know, right? Last year you got PSLE, right? Got this visual graphic text. Visual graphic text, right? So now Han Ye is creating it for his brother to do. So you can let your brother do this, seriously. So you become the teacher. Carry. 所谓知己知彼，百战百胜. Carry on. Why is this tree created?
Why is this tree created? What message does this tree want to convey?
How do I know? How do I know I'm not the tree?
Yeah, so I asked her.
Why is this created? You ask the person who created this tree. Question number 3.
How would this help to prevent global warming?
Ask Mother Nature. Why ask me?
Who is the target audience for this poster?
All human beings are clown.
How would this poster help Mother Earth?
Later I ask her, okay, and I'll get back to you soon.
Okay.
Well done. Very, very good. Thank you so much. Hold on. Haran, I think maybe you have to watch your video.